Welcome back everyone to another NRG, and we're back to the Atari ST with Nebulus, or Tower Toppler, or in some regions Castle Leon, but in this case it's Tower Toppler. Yes, the United States version. Nebulus to lots of other people, and somewhere Castle Leon. So it's the same game, just with different names. It's obviously published by Hewson and US Gold in the United States. And yeah, a classic game this is. Let's see if conversions on the Spectrum, the Commodore, the Amstrad of course. Excellent version on the Commodore in fact. And here is the ST version with basically a lot more colour than all of those three versions probably combined. But yes, it's lovely. It's lovely. But you know what? It's not my favourite version. It's not. And there are reasons why, and I will delve into them as we ascend the tower. As we go. So the object of the game is to control Mr. Pogo here, this sort of like froggy kind of squat green thing. I'm stuck here, damn it. Oh, that was not a good position to be in. Let's drop down there. Go around the tower, basically avoiding the balls and spiky balls and plungers and that weird sort of amoeba thing that sort of flies across the screen. Flying eyeballs, as you do, of course. Get to the top and destroy the tower and move on to the next tower. There are 8 towers, and in some versions of the game there are bonus stages, and in the ST version does have the bonus stage where we swim in our submarine shooting fish. Again, as you do. Lots more colour in this version, like I've said. We've got a lovely red tower. The colours actually change from tower to tower, but the first level is red. Some nice little graphical shading going on some of the enemy sprites there. I really kind of like that. And you've got this, well, nice sound effects, grating sometimes sound effects, but nonetheless very good. What did I try that jump there for? That was silly, wasn't it? I should have gone through the door. But you get this really lovely sort of cylindrical scrolling effect. This is on all the versions of Tower Toppler and Nebulus I've ever played. I'm not particularly... Oh, that was close. For some reason I can't gel with the ST version as well as I can with the other versions, particularly the Commodore and the Amstrad version. It's very, I don't know, I'm not sure what is going on with the control system, but I wouldn't say it's loose. It's not loose. It's just a little bit more pernickety than the other versions I've ever played. Maybe because I'm used to a little bit of lag, might be the case, but it might be the reverse of that. It might be the fact that this is maybe a slightly more laggy than the versions I've played previously, and therefore I just can't really get used to it. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Ah, God, no, right down to the bottom as well. That was shocking. Let's try that again. We're going to run out of time, aren't we? If we're not careful, we're going to run out of time or I'll get done again. Oh, here we go. Go away, go away, go away. Boom, he's got me. Lovely reflection in the water there. That's something that the other versions don't have. A really nice little graphical effect there. The ST version, of course, does generate different backgrounds as well, scrolling backgrounds on the horizon. The 16-bit versions do that as well. Not all of the 8-bit versions do that. They're very plain, basic background. You've really got a nice, that sort of like gradient effect in the background as well. Looks a bit like the German flag in this case. I don't know whether that's a little bit of foreshadowing. Who knows? I doubt it. Let's get up this step. Come on. No, just ran straight into him there. That was shockingly bad. This is not the way you play Tower Toppler / Nebulus. I'm just going to call it Nebulus, by the way. I do like the ticker at the top. I like the display at the top. That's particularly nice. It's a little bit basic and drab on other versions, but the ST version is quite nice. And also I played the Amiga version. Is essentially the same, obviously with different sounding audio. It is essentially the same. It's a little bit distorted as well in the intros, I've noticed as well. Might be something to do with the ST sound. Oh, come on! How did I manage to shoot underneath the bouncy ball thing there? But yeah, it's got the nice the theme music as always with Nebulus. I'm not going to sing it. And the usual sort of bouncy, jippy, bright and colourful effects. Sure, it's a colourful sound effects. Is that such a thing? I'm going to get hit by this thing again. I don't believe it. That's how many times has that thing hit me now? Quite a few. I am going to get to the top of this tower and actually beat it. Christ, I can complete this game on the Amstrad and the Commodore and the Spectrum for that matter as well. But yeah, it's definitely enjoyable. And you'd think that sort of like cylindrical scrolling effect would get on your nerves after a while. It doesn't. It's actually really effective, really nice, and lovely and smooth. It achieves that on nearly every version I've ever played. Albeit, I've never played the 7800 version, which I believe is a conversion from the ST, or the Atari 8-bit version. I've never played that one either. Might have to give them a visit. We got to the top now at last. See if we can complete the tower. Glowing orb at the top, which the other versions don't have as well. Lovely glowing orb. And there we go. Tower complete. Let's move on. Let's have the bonus stage. We aren't going to get far. I've got like a few. I've got 3 lives left. But I haven't played level 2 in years. Well, I wouldn't say years. I'd say many, many, many moons. Here we go. Last little effect here. The Commodore 64 has this bonus stage. The Spectrum, the Spectrum and the Amstrad don't. Nice graphics. I very love the little bit of parallax going on here. Again, for a bonus stage, it's actually really well presented. And not bad at all. It's still a very enjoyable game. It's still one of the best from Hewson, I would suggest. The ports generally just all stand up. They really do. But like I say, I just can't quite grasp the ST version of the gameplay. There's something about it that maybe it just doesn't agree with me. Maybe it's because, you know, it's a little bit more quicker. I don't think it is quicker. Not significantly quicker anyway. Something about the visuals, lovely visuals, really pretty, very cartoony. Yeah, the platform detection there was a bit off for me, and it's, I don't know, I think it's a personal thing. I think anybody else probably doesn't find that problem with this. They probably find it, I mean, it got highly rated in ST Action, I think, years ago. Oh god, where am I going to go here? Alright, let's get about this platform. Oh, that's it. I just can't judge the distances that well on the ST version, and it is frustrating. I'm going to have to practice it more, really. But it is still a rather terrific game, and a landmark game at that. It's a landmark game, I think, across many platforms. Oh, come on, I made that. I think that's game over now. Yep. 1988 released, of course. Yep. Original 1987 on other platforms as well, but 1988 on the Amstrad, on the ST, and it's a nice version. I love the visuals on it. I certainly do like the visuals. A little bit distorted in the music, and something about the gameplay is a little bit off for me, but I think that might be just a personal thing. I prefer the 8-bit versions. It's still great. Tower Toppler on the Atari ST. Thank you for watching. Novabug out. Hey, Novabug here. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please support the channel by liking and commenting, and of course subscribing if you haven't already done. If you would like to support me further, please consider joining my Bug Army via Patreon. And also don't forget to follow me over at Facebook, Twitter, BitChute and Twitch. Finally, a special mention to my Bug Army generals Sam M and Sweet Nanook. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Novabug out.